What up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Thursday, October 5th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Many of Las Vegas' top performers resumed their shows after a period of mourning for the victims of the mass shooting attack Sunday. The Blue Man Group, comedian and magicians Penn and Teller, magician David Copperfield, singer Wayne Newton, comedian Eddie Griffin, and the male stripper group The Chippendales all returned to their stages Tuesday night. Newton told TMZ, obviously there was a time to grieve and show proper respect and all of that for those that were affected by this incredible tragedy. But if performers have been given any talent at all by the man upstairs, it is to bring happiness to people who need to get away from their own worries and things that are going on in the world and come to a place and be entertained and find a moment of happiness. Not all performers scheduled in Vegas returned to the stage Tuesday. Singer and actress Jennifer Lopez was scheduled to perform 3 shows at Planet Hollywood Hotel and Casino this week, but those dates will now be rescheduled. Country music star Jason Aldean, who was on stage at the Route 91 Music Festival when the shooting started, said Tuesday that several upcoming shows will be canceled. Aldean wrote on Twitter, as a result of what happened in Las Vegas this week, we have decided to cancel this coming weekend's shows. The cast of Mean Girls, including Amanda Seyfried, Lacey Chabert, Daniel Francis, and Jonathan Bennett, are asking fans to donate to a GoFundMe page that will help benefit the victims of the recent Las Vegas shooting. The campaign was started Tuesday in celebration of Mean Girls Day, where fans on social media celebrated the 2004 comedy that also starred Lindsay Lohan and Rachel McAdams by sharing their favorite quotes and moments from the film. Mean Girls Day took place every October 3rd in reference to a famous line given by Lohan in the film. Chabert and Bennett said collectively in a video shared on Bennett's Twitter Tuesday that asked fans to each donate $3 to their GoFundMe page that supports the National Compassion Fund, a program of the National Center for Victims of Crime. In honor of Mean Girls Day, we're asking each of you, the Gorillaz fans out there, to help. The cast is hoping to raise $300,000 for the organization that previously worked with the victims of the Pulse nightclub shooting and the Aurora shooting. As of now, the campaign has raised over $60,000. Charbet said in reference to another famous line from the film, "We can fetch, it's never going to happen, but we can make it happen." Kate Winslet will be reuniting with filmmaker James Cameron for the first time in 20 years to star in the director's upcoming slate of Avatar sequels. Cameron said in a statement, "Kate and I have been looking for something to do together for 20 years since our collaboration on Titanic, which was one of the most rewarding of my career." He continued, "I can't wait to see her bring the character of Ronald to life." Cameron is planning on releasing 4 sequels to 2009's Avatar, starting with Avatar 2, arriving on December 18, 2020, followed by Avatar 3 on December 17, 2021. The series will then be taking a 3-year break before returning with Avatar 4 on December 20th, 2024, and then Avatar 5 on December 19th, 2025. Winslet will join a cast that includes returning stars Zoe Saldana, Sam Worthington, Sigourney Weaver, and Stephen Lang, whom Cameron has said will continue to be the main villain throughout the series. Fear the Walking Dead star Cliff Curtis is also set to be featured in a lead role. Cameron began filming the first of the 4 sequels last week in California, Variety reported. Winslet will next be seen opposite Idris Elba in The Mountain Between Us, which hits theaters on Friday, and in the Woody Allen Amazon project Wonder Wheel, which is set for release on December 1st. And a related story, Amazon Studios shared the first footage for Woody Allen's upcoming film, Wonder Wheel. The trailer takes place in 1950s Coney Island, where Kate Winslet stars as Ginny, an actress-turned-waitress whose husband, Humpty, portrayed by Jim Belushi, is reunited with his estranged daughter, Carolina, played by Juno Tempo, seeking refuge from the mafia. Justin Timberlake also stars as Mickey, a lifeguard and aspiring playwright who sparks an affair with Ginny. Wonder Wheel was announced in July as the start of Amazon's move to self-distribute its own films and set for release on December 1st. The film is the 3rd project Allen has made for Amazon after the featured film Cafe Society and the Amazon web series Crisis in 6 Scenes. Jenny Slate is being eyed to star in Sony's upcoming Spider-Man spin-off Venom, starring Tom Hardy in the title role. Slate is in negotiations to join the film from director Ruben Fleischer, noted The Hollywood Reporter. In addition to Hardy, the cast of the comic book film will also include Michelle Williams and Riz Ahmed in unspecific roles. Slate is being considered to portray a scientist character, Variety reported citing sources. Venom, penned by Scott Rosenberg and Jeff Pinkner, is being produced by Avi Arad, Mac Tolmich, and Amy Pascal. The film is set for release on October 5, 2018. The eccentric character is a mainstay in Marvel's Spider-Man's comics, who first appears as a villain before becoming an anti-hero. Venom is born after an alien symbiotic bond with photographer Eddie Brock, who is then gifted with powers similar to Spider-Man's along with other abilities. The character was first portrayed by Topo Grace in 2007 Spider-Man 3. Sony has stated that actor Tom Holland's Spider-Man, who is part of Disney's Marvel Cinematic Universe, will not appear in Venom or the studio's second spin-off featuring female characters Black Cat and Silver Sable. The New York Comic-Con panel discussion and related media interviews for Marvel's The Punisher have been canceled in light of Sunday's mass shooting at a country music festival. The entertainment company said in a joint statement Wednesday, "We are stunned and saddened by this week's senseless act in Las Vegas. After careful consideration, Netflix and Marvel have decided it wouldn't be appropriate for Marvel's The Punisher to participate in New York Comic-Con. Our thoughts continue to be with the victims and those affected by this tragedy." Tim Paddock killed 58 people and injured hundreds before turning his gun on himself in his room on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino this week. The Punisher star John Bernthal as the titular vigilante who seeks revenge on those who murdered his family. New York Comic-Con is to run Thursday through Sunday. Actor Ansel Elgort has been offered the lead role in the Warner Bros. And Amazon Studios adaptation of The Goldfinch. The Baby Driver star is in negotiations to play Theodore Decker in the John Crowley directed adaptation of Donna Tartt's Pulitzer-winning novel, The Tracking Board reported. Warner Bros. And Amazon Studios are co-financing the film, which will be launched and streamed on Amazon's Prime service. Variety reported Rat Pack and Warner will follow Decker, who survives a terrorist bombing at an art museum that kills his mother back in 2014. The Goldfinch is set to begin production at the beginning of 2018 with an estimated budget of $40 million. Dwayne Johnson has stated on Twitter that his character Maui from Disney's Moana is based on his WWE Hall of Fame grandfather, High Chief Pete Mavia. Johnson wrote recently in response to a fan who tweeted the actor and former WWE superstar a side-by-side photo of Maui and Mavia. A little at Disney gem of secret, my character Maui was partly inspired by my late grandfather, High Chief Peter Mavia of Samoa. #grateful. Mavia was a professional wrestler known for his tattoos that symbolizes his status as a Samoan High Chief. Maui is similar in fashion and also has tattoos located across his body. Mavia held the NWA Tag Team Championships many times before rising prominence in the WWE in the late 1970s. His WWE profile read, Mavia would challenge wrestling legends such as Super Billy Graham and Bob Backlund for the WWE Championship multiple times. Before Johnson was known as The Rock in WWE, he debuted under the name Rocky Mavia to pay homage to his grandfather and father, fellow WWE Hall of Famer Rocky Johnson. Major crime star Mary McDonnell says the show's cancellation didn't come as a surprise. The 65-year-old actress who plays Sharon Radar on the TNT series reacted in an Instagram post Tuesday following news the popular police procedural will come to a close after a sixth and final season. She wrote, "Firstly, we all moved on to the next together. Secondly, as many of you have stated, this was not a surprise. The writing was clearly on the wall." She says trying to make sense of TNT's choices as an activity that James Duff and Mike Robin and all of us have been engaged for a long time. She says of herself and executive producer James Duff and Michael M. Robin. She also added, "We tried as best as we could, believe me, and we're extremely proud of the work and particularly proud of season 6. Duff, who will direct the series finale, also responded to the news in a Facebook post. The producer wrote, "I'm directing the finale of Major Crimes, so I can't really answer all the questions that are being asked about today about why Major Crimes was canceled before we ran our 6th season. But I do want you to know that it was not at all my idea, nor did I want to leave the show." He promised viewers will have a chance to talk about what happened in the near future. Meanwhile, we are determined to give you the best season we can. So sorry I couldn't stop this moment from happening. TNT announced the Closer spinoff impending end in a news release earlier in the day. Network executive Sarah Aubrey praised the cast, mentioning the Closer stars Kieran Sedgwick and McDonald's characters Brenda Lee Johnson and Sarah Radar. Aubrey said, Major Crimes has successfully navigated the many challenges that arises with a spinoff, the primary mission of which it stays true to its core DNA while expanding into its unique territory on its own. She added, from Brenda Lee Johnson to Commander Sarah Radar, the cast and crew have done a phenomenal job of creating enduring characters, many of whom are celebrating 200 episodes together this season. Major Crimes Season 6 will premiere on Tuesday, October 31st. Pauley Perrette announced Wednesday on Twitter that she is departing NCIS following the conclusion of Season 15. The actress wrote, "So it is true that I'm leaving NCIS after this season. There's been all these kinds of false stories as to why. No, I don't have a skincare line, and no, my network and show are not mad at me." She continued, "It was a decision made last year. I hope everyone will love and enjoy everything Abby, not only for the rest of this season, but for everything she has given all of us for 16 years. Perrette concluded about her character, "All the love, all the laughter, all the inspiration. I love her as much as you do." Perrette has portrayed forensic specialist Abby Sikoto on NCIS since the drama's debut on CBS in 2003. The 48-year-old is one of a handful of stars who have been featured on the show since the start, including Mark Harmon, David McCallum, and Sean Murray, who was a recurring character in Season 1 before becoming a series regular the next year. The core cast of NCIS remained largely unchanged until 2013 with the exit of Cote de Pablo and then Michael Weatherly, who departed in 2016 to star in his own drama Bull. New additions to the cast includes Wilder Valderrama, Dwayne Hendry, and Maria Bello. Perrette is a fan favorite on NCIS, which continues to rank as Primetime's most watched drama series in total viewers and is among the most widely viewed series around the world, noted Variety. Teresa Giudice says she needs to let go of blaming husband Joe for her prison sentence. The 45-year-old Real Housewives of New Jersey star explained in an interview with ABC News published Wednesday that she doesn't think she should have gone away for fraud with her husband. She told host Lindsay Janis, "I do blame him because he was on top of everything and then this wouldn't have happened. He kept saying, you just have to move on from this. You can't keep bringing up the past. It's true. I need to let it go and move on." Teresa and Joe were sentenced to 15 and 41 months in prison, respectively, after pleading guilty to fraud in 2014. The couple were allowed to serve separately on account of their 4 children, with Teresa completing her sentence early in December 2015 and Joe entering in March 2016. Teresa says, "I don't feel like I should have gone away. I did what a lot of others do. You know, if their husbands tell them to sign something, they do that." She added of Joe's future release, "We're going to start living life again and see what happens. I mean, things have definitely changed. They can't go back to the way they were." Teresa also added her anger towards Joe in her memoir, Standing Strong, which debuted Tuesday. She said in an interview with All About The Hollywood Reporter that Joe was fine with her voicing her frustration in the book. She told the blog, "I was honest and told him that I opened up and how I felt about everything. He was fine with it, and it was just very therapeutic for me." She shared, "Now I feel a whole lot better. He has yet to read it, but I will give him a copy. Hopefully when he comes home, things become better and stronger for the two of us." Teresa and Joe share daughters Gia, Gabriella, Melania, and Adriana. The television personality will return to star in Season 8 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, which premieres on Thursday on Bravo. Maxim Chemerinsky says he can't wait to dance with Vanessa Lachey on next week's episode of Dancing with the Stars. The 37-year-old professional dancer says he's excited to return to the ABC reality competition in a tweet Tuesday amid rumors he missed Monday's performance because of a feud with Lachey. He wrote, "Next week, very excited for at Dancing ABC, new dance studio, and new dance with at Vanessa Lachey. Can't wait to be back at the ballroom." Dancing with the Stars host Erin Andrews explained Monday that Chemerinsky missed the episode because of a personal issue. The dancer was later spotted at dinner with brother Val Chemerinsky and their parents. Sources told People of Chemerinsky and Lachey, "There's a big chemistry issue. They both have big personalities, and that's not always the best recipe for a good partnership." The insider added, "They've been fighting a lot." Lachey said Tuesday in an interview with Us Weekly that she appreciates Chemerinsky's training, but confessed she often keeps quiet in rehearsals. The television personality says, "I just know that when I'm on set, he's my coach and I'm the student, so I listen a lot more, and I don't speak up as much because this is a field I don't know. He's training me and taught me so many amazing, wonderful new things." She added, "But at home, I think I'm a lot more outspoken." Dancing with the Stars airs Monday on ABC. Playboy founder Hugh Hefner died after going into cardiac arrest and experiencing respiratory failure. A death certificate for the magazine mogul has unveiled. The death certificate, released by the Los Angeles Department of Health and obtained by the Blast, also announced that Hefner's recent bout with E. coli and a blood infection, also known as septicemia, also contributed to his death. Playboy announced Hefner's death at 91 on September 27th. He died inside his Playboy mansion, surrounded by his 4 adult children and his wife, Crystal Harris. People magazine note, Harris said in a statement Monday, "We laid him to rest Saturday. He is in a place he was always certain he wanted to be spent eternity. He was an American hero, a pioneer, a kind and humble soul who opened up his life and home to the world. I felt how much he loved me. I loved him so much. I am so grateful." 26-year-old son Cooper Hefner says, "My father lived an exceptional, impactful life as a media and cultural pioneer and a leading voice behind some of the most significant cultural and social moments in our time in advocating free speech, civil rights, and sexual freedom. He defined a lifestyle and the ethos that lies at the heart of the Playboy brand, one of the most recognizable and enduring in history. He'll be greatly missed by many, including his wife Crystal, my sister Christy, and my brothers David and Marston, and all of us at Playboy Enterprises." A number of former Playboy models, including Kendra Wilkinson and Pamela Anderson, also commented on Hefner's passing recently. Anderson wrote, "I am me because of you. You taught me everything important about freedom and respect. Outside of my family, you were the most important person in my life. You gave me life." Alongside a video of Instagram of her crying on her bed. "Thank you for making the world a better place, a freer and sexier place." On Tuesday, it was announced that actor Jared Leto is set to portray Hefner in an upcoming biopic from director Brett Ratner. Chrissy Teigen will indeed try for a second child using in vitro fertilization. The 31-year-old model said in a November issue of InStyle that she will soon undergo the procedure and hopes to have another baby with husband singer John Legend. The Teigen, who conceived her first child, daughter Luna, via IVFs, told the magazine that she and Legend were left with 3 embryos after initially extracting about 20 during her round of fertility treatments a few years ago. She said the first little girl didn't work, and then the second one is Luna. The third embryo will be transferred to her womb in the coming months. Teigen and Legend welcomed Luna in April 2016 after dealing with fertility struggles. Legend opened up about their experience in an interview with Cosmopolitan published in August. The singer told the magazine, "Having a baby is a big challenge for a couple. I think it's especially difficult when you can't conceive naturally." He says, "I wouldn't say we can't conceive naturally, but I would say that it's enough of a challenge where it felt like we needed help. IVF brought us Luna, and hopefully it will bring us a few more awesome kids too." Teigen told Entertainment Tonight in January that she and Legend will have a little boy next. She later explained on Twitter, "I said our next baby will be a boy because that is the embryo we have left from the IVF process." Mom-to-be Carly Waddle posted a sonogram of her uncooperative baby girl this week. The 31-year-old Bachelor in Paradise alum shared a first glimpse of her unborn daughter Tuesday on Instagram. Following news she's pregnant and expecting her first child with husband and fellow Season 3 star Evan Bass. Waddle captioned the image, "Our daughter is already devious and uncooperative and standing on her head doing yoga when all we want to do is take pictures of her. Seems pretty typical of a child made for at the Bass and I." She said, also added, "Can't wait till she greets the world. Also, I still barely have a bump, so this pic must do for now. I'm due February 16th. Waddell announced in August that she's expecting with Bass, whom she married in June outside Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. She later told Entertainment Tonight she learned she was pregnant on her honeymoon. The reality star gushed, "It was a great surprise. It was a great little miracle." "We took a pregnancy test in Mexico. And we saw the thing in Spanish, and we were like, what does that even say? So we Googled it." Waddle and Bass competed on The Bachelor Season 19 and The Bachelorette Season 12, respectively. But, meeting on Bachelor in Paradise and getting engaged in the Season 3 finale, Bass is already dad to 3 sons from a previous relationship. 34-year-old reality star told Us Weekly in August, "We're going to protect her together. We're a family of boys and Carly, and they want that little girl." A former German actress, Renate Langer, says that filmmaker Roman Polanski raped her in February 1972 when she was 15 years old. Langer, the fourth woman to accuse the director of rape, says that Polanski forced himself on her at a house in Gstaad, Switzerland, while she was visiting about a potential role in one of his films, the New York Times reported. Following the incident, Langer said she did not tell her parents what happened because she thought it would devastate them. Polanski is said to have then apologized and cast Langer in a small role in his film Che. During that time, that Langer said Polanski raped her again despite her best efforts to fight back while she was alone at a residence she was sharing with others. Langer said of not telling her parents, who are now deceased, "My mother would have had a heart attack. I felt ashamed and embarrassed and lost in solo." Langer has filed a report with Swiss police because Switzerland has eliminated its statutes of limitations on child abuse cases, but the law limits prosecution in cases that took place many years ago. Swiss authorities have said that they will be making a determination if they can pursue a criminal complaint. In August, the third woman to accuse Polanski of rape, known only as Robin, came forward with her story during a news conference alongside her attorney. Robin says she has no plans to sue the award winner, but wants to see him face justice. Polanski's lawyer, Harlan Braun, declined to comment on Langer's claim and stated in August that his client says, "I don't know what this is all about," in regards to Robin's news conference. Also in August, a Los Angeles judge declined to drop Samantha Geimer's case against Polanski, who pleaded guilty to having sex with Geimer when she was 13 years old in 1977. Polanski was charged with a number of felonies, but saw charges drop as part of a plea bargain that had pleaded him guilty to unlawful sex with the minor and led to a stint in jail. Before sentencing, he famously fled the country in 1978. The Oscar winner has since fought U.S. extradition efforts in Poland, Switzerland, where he spent 300 days in custody, and France, where he now lives. During a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Polanski said he considers the Geimer case to be closed. Polanski says, "As you know, Samantha Geimer has been asking for over 30 years for this thing to end, but I'm sorry the judges who dealt with it the last 40 years were corrupt, one covering for the other, so maybe one of them will eventually stop doing it." He continued, "As far as what I did, it's over. I pleaded guilty. I went to jail. I came back to the United States to do it. People forgot about it or don't even know. I was then locked up here in Zurich after this festival. So in the sum, I did about 4 or 5 times more what was promised to me." Former Glee star Naya Rivera is calling off her divorce from estranged husband Ryan Dorsey. Us Weekly reported Tuesday that the 30-year-old actress requested to dismiss her divorce filing in court documents last week, less than a year after her split from the 34-year-old actor. Rivera, who shares 2-year-old son Josie Hollis with Dorsey, had filed for divorce in November after more than 2 years of marriage. She requested primary physical custody of Josie with visitation rights for Dorsey. The couple said at the time, "After much consideration, we have made the decision to end our marriage. Our priority is and always will be our beautiful son that we share together. We will continue to be great co-parenting partners for him." Rivera called off the divorce after reconciling with Dorsey, according to E! News. Source said she is back together with Ryan and they want to make it work for the sake of their son. Rivera and Dorsey married in July 2014 following the actress's split from rapper Big Sean. Rivera was linked to actor David Spade in April during her separation from Dorsey, but left off romance rumors in a video on Instagram stories. She says, "Holy shit guys, the Easter Bunny and the fucking Tooth Fairy are for sure dating. I just saw them." Rivera is known for playing Santana Lopez on Glee and will portray Colette Jones on the web series Step Up High Water. Dorsey has appeared on such TV shows as Pitch, Major Crimes, Nashville, and Ray Donovan. Blake Shelton had one request of girlfriend Gwen Stefani on her birthday this week. The 41-year-old country star told Stefani to never break his heart in a tweet Tuesday while celebrating the singer's 48th birthday. He wrote, "Happy birthday at Gwen Stefani. Why don't you go ahead and never break my heart?" He wrote, making a play of their duet, "Go Ahead and Break My Heart." Shelton posted was favored over 17,000 times on Twitter. Stefani responded with an equally emotional message. She tweeted, "At Blake Shelton, thank you for saving my life. GX," adding heart emojis. Stefani and Shelton confirmed their relationship in November 2015 after splitting from their respective spouses Miranda Lambert and Gavin Rossdale. The couples and their families have grown close since, with Shelton hosting Stefani, her 3 sons, and extended family at the opening of his restaurant Old Red in Tishomingo, Oklahoma last week. The country star told Entertainment Tonight, "It's been a lot of fun for me to be the one to get to expose them to this out in the country. They love it so much, her entire family." He added, "And when I say her family, I mean all of them. I'm talking about the kids, the mom, the dad, the brother. There's times when we had holiday gatherings, and I'm talking about 30-plus family members from her side, from my side." Stefani shares 11-year-old Kingston, 9-year-old Zuma, and 3-year-old son Apollo with Rosdale. She will release the holiday album, You Make Me Feel Like Christmas, on Friday, which includes a duet of the same name with Shelton. Demi Lovato is addressing rumors of a romance with longtime friend Nick Jonas. The 25-year-old singer confirmed she's friends with Jonas on Wednesday's episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Following reports her song Ruin the Friendship is about her feelings for the recording artist. She told host Ellen DeGeneres, "Something that I will always keep to myself is who I write my songs about." Lovato agreed with DeGeneres that she and Jonas are friends who play songs for each other, but sidestepped further questioning by telling the television personality the song is about her. She joked, "Alan, I want to ruin the friendship with you," before explaining it means I'm secretly in love with you. Fans speculated on social media last week about Lovato appearing to sing about Jonas in the songs Ruin the Friendship and Only Forever from her new album Tell Me You Love Me. Lovato recently told Vice the songs are about the same person, but did not mention her crush by name. The star said, "I was frustrated with a certain situation, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to write about it, and so I did and sent the songs to that person, and that was interesting." She shared, "They knew about my feelings, but neither of us have acknowledged them before, and then it turned out that that person had written a song about me, and we exchanged songs." Lovato and Jonas co-starred on the Disney Channel movies Camp Rock 2008 and Camp Rock 2 The Final Jam 2010. The pair have since collaborated on music, including the song Avalanche, and toured together. Pop star Sam Smith appears to have a new man in his life. The 25-year-old British singer was spotted kissing and holding hands with 23-year-old American actor Brendan Flynn in New York this week, according to TMZ. Smith and Flynn were openly affectionate during a sunny outing in Greenwich Village. The pair both wore casual ensembles, with the singer in a white t-shirt and light denim, and Flynn donning a striped t-shirt and black pants. E-News reported Smith and Flynn were also seen eating at Catch NYC and dancing at the restaurant's rooftop bar Monday. The pair went to see the Broadway hit Dear Evan Hansen the next day, which Smith praised on Twitter. The singer wrote, "Just went to see Dear Evan Hansen, out of this universe. I probably cried throughout. At Ben S. Platt was so sensation. Go see it." Smith, who publicly came out as gay in 2014, has described himself as insanely single in an interview with Beats One Radio in September. He liked an Instagram post Flynn penned the same month addressing hate amid Australia's voting period for same-sex marriages. The actor wrote, "Too many of my friends have been kicked out of homes, kept in the closet, beat up, killed, ridiculed by church and state, institutionalized, and you're scared that if we vote yes, you won't be able to show your hate for us." He added, "We've been scarred our whole lives thanks to all the stigmas that surround us. Equality takes courage. It worries me that too many people in this world lack the balls to stand up for what is right." And finally, here are the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of October 14th. Number 10, Demi Lovato with Sorry Not Sorry. Number 9, Yo Gotti featuring Nicki Minaj with Rake It Up. Number 8, Imagine Dragons with Believer. Number 7, Portugal The Man with Feel It Still. Number 6, French Montana featuring Swiley with Unforgettable. Number 5, Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee featuring Justin Bieber with Despacito. Number 4, Logic featuring Lisa Cara and Khalid with 1-800-273-8255. Number 3, Taylor Swift with Look What You Made Me Do. Number 2, Post Malone featuring 21 Savage with Rockstar. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of October 14th, Cardi B with Bodak Yellow Money Moves. And as your entertainment report for Thursday, October 5th, 2017, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode and previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.